Hello and happy Friday. This is February 9th, which is a very special day for me because on this day, exactly 16 years ago, I was minding my own business on Isla Taquile in Lake Titicaca here in Peru, not knowing that a few hours later I was going to run into you know who. She is now my wife. She is my reward and my punishment for everything I've ever done in my life. But I'm not here to just tell you about all kinds of romantic gaga. If I told you the whole story, you'd blow your nose on the nearest tablecloth. I'm comparing her to who I spent my Valentine's Day with the previous year. Again, I'll spare you the details. We met one time before, and she was sizing me up. Did I take her coat? Did I pull out a chair? She just had a score sheet on me. Apparently, I didn't do too well. But for some stupid reason, we got together one more time for Valentine's Day. And listen, I knew this wasn't going to work out. I could have said, well, we're just two different people, and I don't know if this is going to work. No, I'm going out with some fun. I want a story to tell, so many years later, I can put this out on LinkedIn and YouTube and put her on blast, as if I'm still in touch with her. So I pulled her close, and I whispered ever so gently into her ear, I'll bet that guy who cheated on you used to pull your chair out all the time. At least she made it easy for me to know I have no business trying to win her affection or her approval. And in the business world, as a solopreneur, I have to remind myself. I'm putting this video out to hold myself accountable just as much as to let you know if you're in the same space. You should not be out fighting for the approval of every single person you meet. Most people don't deserve you. You know why? Because most people don't understand quality. I can sum it up in 4 words. Baby, 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 oh. Justin Bieber sold his sold his song catalog for $200 million. Whoever bought that is a sucker. There's not a human being on planet Earth, including Justin himself, listening to Justin Bieber right now. But somehow that was worth that much money. In every industry, you find overpaid, overrated people and entities. Look at this piece of artwork. How much would you pay for it? Somebody paid $186 million for an oversized Candyland card. Meanwhile, this picture right here was a $3 download on Shutterstock. That's right, I pay for my images. If you're on my MailChimp, then you know where I'm going with this. If you're ever entertaining me or people like me, here's a little fine dining hack. Get yourself an $8 bottle of vodka. Pour an ounce of it into a solo cup and mix it up with Hawaiian punch and serve it up as a vintage Merlot. Because me, I would never know the difference. But in most cases, I know quality. And it really does bother me when I see low quality, high-priced, overrated gimmicks ruling the world. And in the speech world, in the speech coaching world, it's worse than anything else. There are celebrities, movie stars, pro athletes pulling down 6 figures to speak, cannot put 2 sentences together. We just have to accept the reality that people will reject quality in favor of what is recognizable. Where it really started to matter was just earlier this week. I hopped on a call with somebody, a real smooth criminal. You know I'm talking about you. Next week we should be in business. Then he can get on with a world-class keynote, tell you all about himself and about his speaking coach. But he let me know there is somebody out there that he's spoken to charging triple what I charge. And you know what you get for your money? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. The big ticket, high price speech coaching is lights, cameras, and laugh tracks, and you come away with absolutely nothing of value. You do your moment, you have your little sizzle reel, and then you go right back to doing virtual calls, sharing your screen, and reading your own PowerPoint, or even worse, Microsoft Word document, and they call that public speaking. I was in a virtual workshop recently where the most interesting thing that the speaker had to say was, I hired a speaking coach. And guess what? He didn't hire me. And I'm not going to sell my soul by doing what's popular to make that much more money. You work with me, you get two things. One, you get a deliverable. I'm not tired of that term yet. You get a deliverable, a 45-minute keynote presentation that you can repurpose for all your communication. And you get the skills, the formulas, the processes that you can reproduce everything we work together. And it's a 6-week package, and you can afford it. People say they can't afford it. You can. Problem is, you'd rather be ripped off. You'd rather be taken by a gimmick. And if that's how you are, if you'd rather be dating some frat boy instead of me, because I actually have intellect, damn it. If you'd rather be working with some gimmick coach who all they know how to do is turn on the lights and the camera and the laugh track and say, oh, you're so special, go for it. Well, then fine. Go run off and elope together. But if you're serious about promoting your business, if you're serious about telling the world who you are, what you do, and why you do it, enter the Fit Presenter. Like I told you, every day of the week is a different theme, and Friday is the wrap-up of what this journey is all about. The good news, in the Toastmasters International Speech Contest, I've cleared the first 2 hurdles. I've won at the club level and the area level, both in international speech and evaluation contest. So more good news coming, and thank you for your continued support. Have yourself an awesome weekend, and if you're at the pharmacy buying a Valentine's Day card, cheap chocolates, and condoms, go to the self-checkout. The cashier doesn't want to deal with it. Have a great weekend.